Michael Packard, 56-year-old, from Wellfleet, Massachusetts, USA. He is licensed. Commercial lobster divers literally pluck lobsters off the sandy bottom. On June 11, 2021. As usual, Mr. Packard went to Cape Cod Beach to catch the lobsters. Michael Packard was searching for lobsters on the ocean floor on his second dive of the day, approximately 45 feet below the surface. Suddenly he felt a bump and then everything went dark. He thought that he was in the mouth of a great white shark, which are common in that area waters, but then realized he could not feel any sharp teeth and he was not in any pain. Then he realized that he was in a whale's mouth and he's trying to swallow him. He could sense he was moving, and he could feel the whale squeezing him with the muscles in his mouth. And now he was completely inside and it was completely black. It was happening so fast, his only thought was how to get out of that mouth, and he realized, there was no overcoming of a beast of that size. He was going to do with me what he wanted to do. And he thought to himself, okay, this is it, I'm gonna die. His thoughts went to his wife and 12 and 15 years old sons, whom he feared he would never see again. All of a sudden the whale went up to the surface. Whale started shaking its head and spitted him out. And he just got thrown in the air and landed in the water and he was free. He was rescued by his crewmate in the surface boat. He estimates he was in the whale's mouth for about 30 to 40 seconds, but continued to breathe because he still had his breathing apparatus in. Luckily, fate was on Mr. Packard's side. He said he could tell that the whale didn't like having him in its mouth. Josiah Mayo, a crewman from Mr. Packard's boat, saw the whale burst to the surface and spit out Mr. Packard. Mr. Mayo retrieved Mr. Packard from the water before calling the shore by radio, and speedily returning to the Provincetown Pier. An ambulance met Mr. Packard at the pier and took him to Cape Cod Hospital. He was released Friday afternoon, having sustained some bruising and soft tissue damage to his legs whilst in the whale's mouth. Duke Robbins, the director of humpback whale studies at the Center for Coastal Studies in Provincetown, told the Cape Cod Times that what happened to Mr. Packard was most likely an accident. She said that as humpback whales feed, their mouths open and billow out in a parachute-like manner, obstructing their vision, which is likely what led to Mr. Packard becoming trapped in the whale's mouth. She added that humpback whales are not known to be aggressive, especially towards humans.